All right, what's up everybody? Bryce here, coming at you with yet another real quick crypto market update. And CoinDesk just released a story a couple hours ago that was basically breaking some news that Goldman Sachs and many other tier 1 banks are exploring how to have Bitcoin-backed loans. And this is super important. Bitcoin-backed loans would allow institutions and other high net worth individuals that are using Goldman Sachs for banking, allow them to basically get loans against their Bitcoin. And why is that important? Because it allows for the financialization of this industry and for in a fully regulated, in a fully compliant way. I think that what's going on at all these tier 1 banks, right? The fact that they are starting to adopt Bitcoin and allow different sorts of products to be built on it and offering that to their clients, that just means that crypto has won, right? They are no longer fighting it, right? I mean, JP Morgan, right, the CEO, a few years ago was calling Bitcoin a scam, avoid it, all that kind of stuff. And now you have competing banks like Goldman Sachs saying, okay, we're gonna offer full products that are basically collateralized by Bitcoin. So that's really, really big. The fact that the institutions are here and the regulatory frameworks are now getting set in stone. That means this industry is not going anywhere. And every day that goes by, the institutions are buying more, right? Every day that goes by, the institutions are trying to figure out how they can get their hands on more crypto. And the beautiful thing about crypto, really the beauty in it, is that it was kind of the first kind of investing movement that started from the bottom up, right? Retail, small guys like you and me, mom and pop dudes around America were able to get in before Wall Street, right? Main Street was able to get in before Wall Street. That dog almost jumped over that fence and attacked me. But it hypes me up, right? The fact that you now know this information that Goldman Sachs is trying to figure out and continuing to build rails for their institutional clients to get into Bitcoin, right? And to take loans out against their Bitcoin. And all you have to do, buy Bitcoin and buy the strongest altcoins, right? The cryptocurrencies, the fundamentally strongest cryptocurrencies that are really here to take out the banks, right? To replace the banks and to replace many, many, many other aspects of business and commerce. So that's the market update, guys. Many tier 1 banks, including Goldman Sachs, guys, they're getting in, and they're getting in deep. And this is just another announcement, guys, just a couple hours ago to reaffirm the trend. And so at the end of the day, also, if you look at price action is still in a bullish trend structure, right? We have not seen massive breakdowns, massive liquidations, anything super scary going on in terms of price. So that's bullish. And even in terms of volume, we have rising volumes. And that's what you always want to see. You want to see rising volumes on rising price. The last thing I'll say is that this Friday is a massive $1 billion expiration for options positions across the market. So volatility, realized volatility currently is at a yearly low. So pay attention to that, because if realized volatility is at a yearly low, as measured by realized volatility and the Bollinger Bands, guys, I want you guys to know that with this $1 billion expiration coming up, we very well could see some volatility headed into this weekend. So if you guys are active traders, make sure you guys have your stop losses and your sell targets set. Because there could be some explosive price action. As you guys know, the first couple weeks of every month this year have been phenomenal, right? About the first 10 days of the month has been really strong relative to the other 20 days in the month. And we think that has a lot to do with fund inflows. Basically, a lot of the mutual funds and the hedge funds that are deploying their capital, right? They open and close their books on the first of every month. And so they deploy their capital generally early on in the month, the new capital that they raised throughout the month. So it's kind of interesting little dynamic that's going on. So I think that, if you're, actively posturing your portfolio and rotating it, I would kind of recommend having more risk in your portfolio in the first 10 days of the month, and then taper down and start to sell and take profit towards the last 10 days of the month. That seems like it's been a strategy that's been working. So a lot to cover here, guys, but we'll dive into that more in later calls. And that's that, okay? And if it's if you guys aren't already subscribed to a group where you could get, market signals, trade alerts, buy zones, sell zones, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, daily sort of updates on what's going on in the market, all that stuff. If you don't already have access to that kind of network, a group of 10,000 crypto investors and traders sharing their analysis, well, guess what? It's your lucky day. Hit that button below. $1 gets you a 2-week trial. So what do you have to lose? You can come check it out. You can see what Crypt Nation is all about. You can come join the chaos and the craziness that is the crypto markets in Crypt Nation, guys. For $1 2-week trial, hit that orange button below.